So weekly update number 35, and this week we have another t-shirt giveaway. Why not? Just to celebrate number 35. We're also going to tell you about what's happening with the visas and residencies in the UK, here in Spain, and also we have a update on how to get a 5-star hotel at 2-star prices. We have our YouTube comments and some fantastic content from our clients and friends here at UpstickS that have been sent in about Spain and stuff we've been doing ourselves. So stick around and watch update number 35. Okay then, so what have we got for you this week then? Let's get cracked straight in. We've got the visas, we've got the renewals, we've got EU residencies. First of all, I'd love to say how I have been last week in Almeria for 2 days. I stayed overnight, and I'm going to tell you more about that in our Spain section. But it was lovely to meet both the Simpson and the Thompson family there, because in some cases, in the case of renewals, I've been talking to people for years, and definitely for about a year for the first time visas most of the time, and I never really get out to actually see people, so it was lovely to actually go to the police station and meet them. And we had some lovely members of staff there at the police station as well. The lady behind the desk, contrary to my last experience there, she was from Torre del Mar and actually lived very close to a place where I stayed this year, a small campsite there. So we had a good chat about Torre del Mar and Almayati, which is next door to it. And yeah, really, it was a lovely experience, and I had a great morning out there. Then let's talk about now the visas. So one visa out to give you some timescales for. Remember, if you see people asking on the Facebook groups, please share these videos and say that, look, we do give you our visa timings. It's impossible. I always see the question, how long does it take the visa to come out? And it's basically how long is a piece of string, what consulate you're going to, where you're going to be registering it, what time of year it is. It's impossible to say. But we do give you our updates here. And this is a good one from London. So the demographic is London, Murcia, with one requirement letter. They asked for a document that wasn't presented at the first application, but not because they didn't take it, it was because they wouldn't take it for some reason. So I don't know whether communication is breaking down between BLS and the consulate at the moment, and the document in question was a P45. Our client said, no, take it, you have to have it. And they were like, no, we don't want it. And then they got a letter saying we do want it. But even with the letter in between, it only took 24 days for the visa to be released, which is fantastic. So Mercia seems to be doing really well on that front as well, and London are doing really well. Manchester not so well, but London, in conjunction with last year in September, I have to say, I went back and had a look at the archives, and they seem to be doing generally very well last year as well. This time of year coming out very, very quickly. Then we had 2 EU appointments, which were both on an autonomo basis, which is great. So they got lined up with autonomo first, a couple of social security payments, and then straight to the police station to get their residency. Remember, autonomo registrations, if you're going to be self-employed in Spain, covers your healthcare and the healthcare of your family members. So you won't need private healthcare, and we're going to move on to that in a minute with our reviews as well. And just another thing to mention was the ITV strike in Andalusia, which is happening during the whole of this week. Come in and started last week, which has basically cancelled all appointments at the ITV. Not too much of a panic, because I did check and most appointments now are running in mid-October, which is quite normal now. We're in the last week of September. So I would advise, though, if you did get the text to say your ITV had been cancelled, that you don't wait for them to assign you an appointment. You go straight on and book one, because you can do. And I did check that other areas like Granada, for some reason, had some for Monday. So I don't know if they would then subsequently cancel them. But yeah, let us know if you've been affected by this, by the way. We'd love to know your experience. And also we chatted in more depth about the ITV and why it's all happening in yesterday's live show on the YouTooSpain YouTube channel with Scats. So that link is below. Check it out. Okay then, and now I just wanted to show you this. Check out these couple of reviews that we got here. So the first review here is from Diane, and she said, we recently used UpstickS to re-register our UK car in Spain. Lara provided fantastic service from beginning to end with prompt communication and working to our schedule. We would highly recommend the services of UpstickS. Their professional approach and expertise helped make the whole process a positive experience. So well done, Lara, on that one. Great feedback from a client from UpstickS Drive, and yeah, you know, and this was an interesting case because Diane's car was it was full tax payment, but it still was worth it bringing it in. So yeah, it was, and it was, you know, good. We could work more or less to the time scales. We managed to get an ITV appointment moved around and then hold on to the docs until they were back in Spain. So yeah, thanks for that review. That's amazing. It's always nice when something like that drops in on a Friday. And this brings me to my next review, which was from one of our EU residency clients, which was Darren. And Darren said, UpstickS made the entire process of obtaining my residence card in Spain so smooth and stress-free. The team was incredibly helpful, professional, and always kept me updated. I felt supported every step of the way, thanks to Chris, Jane, and Tom, and the whole team for making this such a positive experience. Highly recommend their services to anyone looking to settle in Spain. Thanks, Darren. That's really nice. Yep, you dealt with all of us there. I think initially with me, I didn't really have too much to do with the EU residency. I know Jane put the file together and I just did the check and it was all fine. Had a couple of conversations with you and Tom met you at the appointment. So good to see that went well. But what we have to mention about Darren, and we always love to encourage our clients' businesses as well. And just giving Darren a shout out because he has come over. He's legal, registered as self-employed, doing everything properly that he needs to do here in Spain. And he has a Facebook group called Darren Hourigan.9. The link's below. Okay, link's below and on the screen now. And he's also got an Instagram, which is Darren_sustainable_fitness. And it's online fitness, which I could probably be doing with now. I'm week 2 into my diet and it's not going that well. So yes, check out Darren's business below. We always like to encourage our clients' businesses, and you know, good luck to you here. And I think after the long summer of partying and drinking, and many people who live here, we may need to jump on the back and ask for bandwagon and ask for Darren's help, I think. So there we go. Well done. Okay then, so that is what's been happening with residencies and here with us at UpstickS. Let's move on to the YouTube comments. So moving on to our YouTube comments, and as always we've got some great comments coming through. So APC A67, who have their appointment soon for the visa, so that's great. Hi Chris, nice to know you're a cat lover. Yes, we are. We had this argument yesterday with Scats on the live. We're hopefully bringing over our 2 muggers too if we are successful. We have also penned in a pet transport company to bring them over with us, accompanying them in the same vehicle. So that's great. Yeah, if you love your cats, why not come over and take advantage of being on the same journey? So be interested to watch your next update regarding another party doing the same thing. Anyway, well done with the non-alcoholic beer. Unfortunately, they don't do that beer on the perfect draft machine, and there are a couple of options, I believe. Okay, so yeah, we're going to have an article actually released, which is from information being kindly shared by Stuart and Joanna, our clients, who went through the process. So I'll put that article, won't be below because we haven't written it yet, but I'll put it below our next video. Once it's done and dusted, it's in the to-do pile at the moment, but the first thing is, it's been a busy week, so they get done once all our clients first, and then the articles come afterwards. But they are very important. They are very important. Generally, we need to keep on top of the articles, but obviously if there's a lot of work to do with processing visas, that's got to be done first. But we'll get that up, Andy, and let you know, and we'll be speaking this week anyway. This is a lovely message now, and I'm very happy. Oh, hang on a minute. No, Mick. It was Mick. You got yours last week. I think we announced it, didn't we? Chris, thanks for another informative video and for the mention. I cannot thank UpstickS enough for your excellent direction and guidance, which helped me achieve such a result. At every stage, your team and associates have been explanatory. Such a fabulous blend of friendliness and professionalism. It's been so reassuring to feel part of the UpstickS family. I know that the NLV is for a five-year process, so it's comforting to know UpstickS are with me all the way. Becoming an UpstickS client has been one of my finest decisions, and I can't thank you and recommend you enough. Hope to meet you in person in due course. Yeah, I'd love to meet you in person, Mick. Hopefully I can get to Mercia to do so. And that comment really warmed my heart, because when our ethos here at UpstickS is hopefully to get the job done in a very friendly and professional manner. We don't like to, there's no hard sales tactics here. We don't like to rush people. We like to work at people's speed, and everybody works at a different speed and has different levels of technical abilities when it comes to computers, for example, and we try and adjust our work process to everybody. Mick was very, very good, I have to say, on the computer. Everybody has different timescales, and we want everybody to feel part of the community. So yeah, that was really nice. I enjoyed that. E9 Hug, you know who you are. Happy 46th birthday, Chris. Thanks for that. Another great video, and thanks for the mention. We are enjoying our first week and still not over. We live here now. Yeah, that happens. I'm still like that, and I've been here 25 years. Feeling after almost 8 years of visiting our holiday home. Massive thank you to you and your team for making our dream come true. As far as the delay of EasyJet, if you remember, look at last week's video where we spoke about the delays. We've submitted our compensation claim under the EU 261 along with expenses claim, which was straightforward to do on the EasyJet website. We'll let you know the outcome of that. So yes, please let us know the outcome and how that happened. I expect a full report back so we can tell everybody on the channel. Looking forward to our TIA appointment in Cartagena. Another thank you for putting us in touch with Jeremy Ferguson, whom we have an encouraging conversation about regarding financial advice regarding pensions, savings and tax efficient schemes suited to us. Perfect. So great. That's good. That looks like you're on the way, and it soon be your appointment at the Extranjeria. So what else have we got here? From Jamie Homewood, who's my mate over there in the UK, who encouraged me to get the 360 camera, and he commented, love these on the Cadiz famous walk to the Castillo de San Sebastian. Remember, we're now publishing 360 tours of various areas in Spain. Not a lot to do with visas, I understand, but when I'm visiting places, I'm taking minute to 4 minute tours in 360, so you can experience what it's like to be in those places. When you see the videos, remember to hit the cog and go to the settings and put it on the high resolution setting, because YouTube always put it on the lowest resolution. So mediation 990 on our weekly update number 3400. Tostada beer from Lidl is amazing. All the joys of beer without the crappy feeling. What a find. I have to agree. At the moment, now I'm the first person on a lovely hot day, warm day, who loves a nice cold beer, but with this new diet that I'm on, I have to lose at least 15 kilos, which is quite a lot. I've switched. It tickles an itch, I have to say. If you fancy a cold beer at the weekend and you have one of these 00s, they're a lot better than what they used to be, and so far so good. I haven't had a normal beer in a couple of weeks, and you'll find if you have the 00 beers, you'll only drink a couple and then that's enough. So yeah, but I'm quite enjoying them at the moment, and quite enjoying actually going out and experimenting when we go to the shops and buying different ones. So that's a good shout there from the Lidl's. So Lidl's Tostada, we'll try that next time. Happy 46th birthday, that's from Elaine on our update 34. And Elaine also said, love the hotel idea, not long for El Gordo. Yeah, I don't know if El Gordo would pay for that, because I only get one decimo, so I think the maximum prize is like 400,000 if you've only got one decimal. Yeah, hopefully you never know. Bobby Craney, okay, well yes, Bobby Craney 10. Now that's our pet transporter. We had a great conversation on the phone. He explained about our his service. I'm going to stick the link below to his website to transport pets over. Well done to Stu and Joe, of course, Waffle, their lovely dog. The email has Stu and his attention to detail all over it. Yeah, Stu definitely has attention to detail in his emails. Definitely, it's brilliant. That helps though an awful lot. It's makes the process of getting busier easy for us. So here we go from Barry 541. Hi, we couldn't get our P45 from previous employment. We are both under retirement age, so what else would be acceptable? Well, in those cases it's quite tough if you can't get your P45. So first of all, I would say download your work history with HMRC, which proves that you have not worked since your previous employment. I don't know how long ago that was, Barry. And in some circumstances, we've seen it where the consulates have asked for notarized declarations that you will not work moving forward. But anything officially you can get from HMRC proving you haven't worked for an amount of time, plus obviously backed up with how you have been supporting yourself, if that's with pensions and savings during that time since you've worked. And then Jed Tierney, thanks for another helpful video, Chris. And yeah, thanks for that, Jed. And just looking here, what else have we got? Oh, Robert, loads of comments this week. Robert, we were in Orihuela yesterday getting our padron, and there's several churches near all each other, and they're all beautiful buildings. They seem to be competing with each other when ringing their bells. Yeah, I'd love to go up to Orihuela town and see how that's done. And that's it for our YouTube channel. So now we're going to move on with what's been happening in Spain, what clients have sent us, our t-shirt giveaway, and some amazing news about one of the cheapest and nicest hotels that I've found in Almeria. And what's happening in Spain then? And did you like the little transition? I'm working on them. I've got a new 360 camera and I have no clue how it really works, if I'm going to be brutally honest with you. So the software's all new to me and I keep merging it with other software and trying new things and this and the other, and hey, that's the result of one of my experimental transitions. So we're going to keep that until I come up with something better, aren't we? So anyway, well, let's have a look here. I've got my, you have to excuse me because I've got my notes on this screen now. So first of all, check this video out here. What an amazing video from Neil. Don't forget that Neil is recently moved on a visa here. One of our clients, but he's also got a YouTube channel at Get Me to Spain, and this is the Embalse de la Pedrera over there near Orihuela. And you can see there Neil's got a little drone that he's used to take this video. Now he assures me that he didn't use this footage in any of his videos, because don't forget YouTube get a little bit funny about videos which are the same. And now Neil's going to get me in trouble because I've already had my birthday present, which was already a birthday Christmas present, to be honest with you, because it was quite expensive for the 360 camera, though it's an investment for the channel as well. But now he keeps telling me about these drones you can get for 199 euros. And I'm thinking, well, I'm gonna have to get one of those now for Christmas to improve your channel as well. So there we go. Well, thank you very much for sending this video over, because it's absolutely amazing. Who'd have thought that that was just round the corner from Orihuela? So you guys are up there in Alicante, go check it out, and you can obviously see other nice, I'm assuming what you can do with the other embalses de agua, is find nice pick lunch places and places to go and have a packed lunch up there. So that's amazing. Thank you very much. And not only have we got that, let's get down to Murcia now. This is I just love getting things back from our clients. It's incredible. And we're going to Murcia, so that's Alicante. Let's move on to Murcia now. And this is an email that we got from Stu and Joanne, and they just said, hi, we're back from a lovely trip out in the Sierra España. Is it España or mountain range? Sierra España. I'll have to check that one out. the Sierra Hispana mountain range. Went to a hotel called the Hotel La Mariposa. You can see here in the pictures. Had a lovely lunch, some photos attached. The hotel is situated in a lovely location along the road leading up to the Sierra Espina. It is amongst the pine forests of the Espana with amazing views of the valleys below. The hotel also has a pool area, hot tub and outside terrace. You can sit inside or out or in a covered outside area at the restaurant. The staff are lovely and friendly. The restaurant is actively centre for is an adventure activity centre providing motorbike quad trips around the Espuna. Would highly recommend. I'm gonna have to Google this. Is it Espuna España? What is it? Let's have a look. Sierra Espuna. Let's have a look. It is Sierra Espuña. That's what it is. That's the correct. There you go, guys. Sierra Espuña in Murcia. Yep. And we would highly recommend a trip to the Sierra Espuña. Stunning views and beautiful location. Well, thanks. Keep the photos coming, guys. Your life in Spain is looking pretty amazing at the moment. What I did ask from there was how long did it take you to get there, and they said, and they're in Camposol, it's 25 minutes either way. It's nothing. 25 minutes when you're driving in the UK doesn't get you 3 or 4 miles, does it? So, well, depending on where you live. So check that out, go up there, and what's really nice to see is not our clients are coming and just exploring, landing and exploring. Off they go. Right, let's talk about my trip first of all to Ejido and Almeria. Well, first of all, this is Ejido, and I came across this museum. Check this out. I was actually got lost. Not lost, but I went the wrong way, got to a roundabout and suddenly stumbled across this place. This place is the Museo de Vehículos Antiguos de Pepe Moreno, and it's a car museum in the most unlikely place you would think, in Ejido. So I'm going to put the link below to that, but check it out. It wasn't open when I went, which was a Thursday at around 11 o'clock. So I don't know if there's any sort of special opening times, but the contact details are on the link below if you're in that area. So for example, if you're visiting Almerimar in Almeria, this would be an awesome place to go. And on that note, so what have we had so far? Alicante, Murcia, now we're down in Almeria. On that note, I stayed out the evening because I had an appointment the following day, and from Malaga to Almeria it's 200 kilometers, and if I was to do it 2 days in a row, it's 800 kilometers round trip. And while I used to do that quite a bit when I was a bit younger, now I can't be bothered. I'd rather just take my laptop, work from a hotel and come back the next day. So, but I was Googling and seeing where I'm going to stay, and everywhere in Almeria City was expensive, but it was between 70 and 120 euros, and I need to find somewhere with decent internet. If you go to the hostels, which are cheaper, generally their internet's a bit naff sometimes, so you end up having to go down to a bar and sit there, but bar's not very comfortable to work. Really, it's better to work in your room, you know, so, or in a hotel bar, because you know, in a hotel bar you're not going to get kicked out if you have seen nursing a coffee for more than 25 minutes. So I generally try and get hotels, but then, because they were expensive in the middle of Almeria as well, and then you've got to pay for parking on top of that. So, you know, if I was to go to the Gran Hotel, which is one I regularly use, if I stay there, it was 90 euros for the night plus the parking. It was looking at around 130 euros, which is fine if you're a tourist trip, but for a work trip and sitting in your bedroom for most of the evening, just nipping out to grab something to eat, that's no good. So I started looking around and the area, and I came across this place, which is only 15 minutes from Almeria. It's up in the mountains. Now, it came in bookings, it came under Agua Dulce, which I think falls under Níjar. But then Agua Dulce was, I think, well, so Agua Dulce I thought was part of Roquetas, and that's how they publish it in bookings. But when you get there, it says the address is Níjar, which is 2 different towns. But anyway, it doesn't matter because it's in the mountains and it's easy to find. Right, but just check out these photos. Now, this place cost me, with my bookings discount, 62 euros, right? So you can see the room was huge with a desk to work at and decent internet. There was even a bath, which I didn't use, but it was nice to see. And you can see the reception it looks like something out of a movie. It really does. Now, it hasn't been updated recently, I have to say that. It definitely was dated, but not untidy. There's nothing broken or anything like that. It had an indoor pool, which I took advantage of and did a few lengths on that. Nobody there at all, apart from one couple in the corner. It's like swimming in silence. It was incredible. And it had the most amazing, there you go, you can see more. There's the breakfast there as well, some of the reception. And it also had the most amazing spa. Now, the spa was €22 to get in. I did take full advantage. In fact, Lara said to me, why don't you just go and chill out for an hour? And I did. I ended up being in there for an hour and a half. Now, I don't like spas. I find them quite claustrophobic, and I get bored in them as well. And this was completely the opposite experience. It was huge. This spa was huge. It had this like infinity pool thing in the middle of it, which is the size of like a decent sized normal swimming pool. A jacuzzi, which you could fit about 30 people in it, and it also had this room right at the end where you could just chill out and relax afterwards. And the receptionist there was very insistent that I had to relax. I came with my headphones, my mobile, and my towel, thinking, well, I'll do a bit of spa, some music or something. She went, nope. None of that. Towel, shorts, flip-flops, which she gave me new flip-flops as well. So, well, that was amazing. So it was €62 for bed and breakfast in this place, and then the spa was €22. But when I spoke to reception afterwards, they said, oh no, if you'd have booked through our website, you'd have got the spa for free, which would this beat even the hostels that I could find at that area. So I dug a little bit deeper, because we always like a little bit of a trip up between Christmas Day and New Year's Eve, and there's been many suggestions thrown on the table. And I got a quote from the 26th to the 29th for 4 people, so that's 2 adults, 2 kids, 1 room, half boards, that's breakfast and then your tea in the restaurant, which I have to say look very nice as well. 2 spa entrances, and they also have a free mini club in the afternoon for 3 hours if you want to go to the spa with your partner. They have the biggest gym I've ever seen, so there'll be no excuse to not go to the gym, and evidently you can have a swim with the indoor and the outdoor pools open all year if you're brave enough to get in it. And they wanted €342 for the 3 evenings, which, to be honest, is less than €120 a night. And if you were to go out in Málaga, not so much Almeria and other areas of Spain, but certainly in Málaga city, as a bit of a Christmas celebration, you'd be spending more than that on a meal in a half-decent restaurant. So that might be our little Christmas trip, I can tell you. So there you go. That was just somewhere which I discovered, and it's supposed to be 5-star. I don't know the difference between 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, whatever, but it did look 5-star. It was definitely built to 5-star standards. The staff were definitely 5-star attitude, shall we say, really friendly, and it was a lot cheaper than some of the 2-star places that I saw when I was looking for hostels and that in the centre. And now our last piece before we move on to the great t-shirt giveaway is we said goodbye to Guillermo. There he is with his reference, as they call it, from us. He's been with us for 2 months over the summer, helping us do admin. Guillermo was 16 years old. He was our summer intern. He's going off now. He actually plays for a very decent football club in Málaga, and hopefully he can progress with that part of his career. He's also obviously got to go back to school and study for what the equivalent of A-levels is now. And he's been really great to have him on the team, an experience to have someone else there just doing the admin as well with us. And he's been helping booking appointments and all sorts. I hope that he enjoyed himself as well. It's slightly, it's a boring thing to do if you're 16 years old, but he said he had a great time. So yeah, we say goodbye to him, and we'll definitely be having more summer interns next year, because I think it's a good experience for kids instead of just kicking around all summer and not doing a lot. Summer jobs are always a good thing to have. And that's it. Right, so now, do you want to win one of these? If you do, can you please send me a photo of you wearing it so we can stick it on the channel. If you do, right below in this video, you've managed to get all the way to the end of this video, write UpstickS t-shirt below, and we're going to close the voting next week. Now, we're going to try and leave it all the way till Saturday. I'm going to have to put a time on it now, aren't I? Let's call it Saturday, 6 o'clock. Comments Saturday 6 o'clock, or later if I produce the video later. But Saturday 6 o'clock, you've got to put the comment below. So that'll be Saturday the what's Saturday, the 29th? No, 28th at 6 o'clock. I will take them comments, put them into a random selector, and the person who gets selected will get the t-shirt. Let me know if it's extra large, large or medium, and I will contact you here on YouTube, and so you can send me your details. So there we go, free t-shirt giveaway. Let's see who our winner is next week. Thanks for watching update number 35. Please, if you haven't subscribed, like, subscribe to the channel, share the videos on the Facebook groups for anybody who might be looking to move over. So we don't share our own videos, but we'll let you guys get on with that, and we'll see you with the winners and more information about visas, residency in Spain in update number 36.